AFTV, we're here in Singapore. Big up to all the Singapore fans. Absolutely brilliant. Played 2 games over here and 2 victories, and that was a good workout today against a good Newcastle side.
Yeah, more physical, more intense. In the first 45 especially, Joe Linton was on a mad one in the second half, and you know, the players have to get familiar with that going into the season. So it was a step up from the AC Milan game. I expect another step up against Tottenham, and we got the win, minutes in many legs and good appearances here and there. So yeah, moving on to Hong Kong next.
Yeah, and in both games, Arsenal have been the team that's been on the front foot, been the team that's really attacking, but they did go 1-0 down today.
Yeah, I mean, we missed that. We just got in a bit late, but even when we got in, Raya had a couple sticky moments. We see the goal back. Elanga scuffed it a little, but he shouldn't have really had that space in the box anyway. But really, as soon as Marino got that goal, and it was a beautiful goal. And a nice little flick from Havertz, beautiful finish from Marino, reminding me of the Real Madrid goal he scored. He's got a knack for, finding that bottom corner. So long may that continue, because for Spain, he's an incredible asset off the bench. He even showed that at the Euros en route to their success over there. So, he's going to need to be that asset for us. And today he finished beautifully. Havertz, nice little flick on. And Havertz got, I think, the assist for the own goal as well. So he had a couple of moments in that first half too. Overall, we grew into it after that first goal. I think Trossard had his moments in the first half. I like how he drops deep, and if he's not finding success on the left, he likes to drop deep and get the ball and maybe link up play and create a bit, and he can do that. That's why I'm saying let's keep him, even though he's got a year left. He's a valuable squad asset, and when you have ambitions of winning the majors, when you look at second, the next step being first, you need people like that in the squad. So first half we grew into the game, and obviously we were leading in the first half after that own goals. Nwaneri had his moments again. That boy's special as well, let's not forget that. I know there's another younger kid coming through, but Nwaneri in both first halves of pre-season so far, he's active essentially. I like to see that pass, move, confidence, 2 men, shimmy, beat them, keep it moving, pass, move. So for me, overall good first half. And second half, I mean, like I said, it got more physical, especially with Joe Linton on Dowman, Joe Linton on Marino, but we saw it out, and we move.
Yeah, and Max Dowman, let's go with the star of the show again, 15 years of age, absolutely incredible. And again, he's picking the ball up, driving without fear. He won the penalty. He looked dangerous from the minute he came on. I mean, what a player he's looking.
It's mad. I can't even lie. I'm trying to relieve him of pressure, but he's just showing up time and time again. Like, he came on and wanted the ball every single time, moving into space. He's smart for such a young boy. And when he gets the ball, he's beating grown men out there. That's not kids he was playing against. That's a Newcastle side.
Joe Linton, one of the most physical players in the Premier League.
Newcastle are known for being physical. They're known for being tight. And he's come on and he's beat 2-3 man in one move, 2-3 man in another move. He just gliding past players. Like, as much as I'm trying to relieve the pressure, I think he's trying to, up that pressure on himself. But he looks like a gem.
What role do you think he might play this season? Because, listen, you can't get carried away. It's only friendlies. We've seen young players come through before. Charlie Patino's and people like that haven't quite made it. Right, but what role, when you look at him, does he have a role to play this season for Arsenal in that first team?
Yeah, because it's about time we challenge on all 4 fronts. We haven't done that, in Arteta's era so far. So I'm looking at the Carabao Cup. I'd be starting him in that. People might say, you're trying to relieve him of pressure, but start him in I think the Carabao Cup is perfect. I grew up on Wenger playing the youth in the Carabao, whether it be Lupoli or Merida or Fabregas coming through. We saw a lot of youth back then in the Carabao, and I was excited about the Carabao because of that. Maybe it lessens the expectation of winning it, but I think it's the perfect cup competition because you're playing, whether it's Premier League sides or Championship sides, you're playing teams that are physical, teams that are fully built, grown men. So I think minutes in that for sure. And take it as it comes in all other competitions. If we're winning the game 3-4-0, then why not see him for 20-25 minutes? But Carabao Cup for me is the competition for him this season. As much as he's on the radar now, I'd like him to be off the radar going into the season, because like I said, we need to challenge on all fronts and we need to be winning something this season. So that's not the ideal stomping ground for a 15-year-old coming into a team like Arsenal.
If he's good enough.
Yeah, I mean, if he is good enough, we'll find. I mean, we're finding out. But, pre-season and the Premier League, week in, week out, look at Wilshere, for example. He was one of our best ever youngsters, but then push comes to shove, he goes into the spotlight on the radar, plays 50 games, and he's never the same player again. So with youth, you've got to, manage minutes, you've got to manage expectation, you've got to manage the pressure. We've already got a couple of teenagers in the starting, one teenager in the starting 11 in Miles Lewis-Skelly, another in Nwaneri that will probably break through in the next few months and season. So with Max, I'm looking at him, the next step up, which is the next year or two. Yeah. But, the more he does this, the more people are going to be telling me to shut the hell up and, back him and support him. I do back him and support him, but I think the way to back and support a young player like that is to take him at the limelight a little bit. But it's up to him to keep on putting performances like this and putting himself in the limelight. He loves it.
Yeah. One player is definitely going to figure, and he came onto the pitch before the game started, announced yesterday here in Singapore, didn't actually play, but he is here now. The player that we've been waiting for a very long time, Victor Gyökeres, is here.
Yeah. Forget the player we've been waiting for. It's the position we've been waiting for years, and it's the player we've been waiting for me since January. He's the best goal scorer in Europe in the last couple of years. When you look at the numbers, I know Portuguese league, the comments are going to go mad, but when you look at the market and you look at the availability and the options, I mean, it wasn't so long ago we were arguing about a 13-goal Bundesliga striker. We've got a 100-goal in 2-season striker now. He seems on it. He's always wanted us, rejected United, more money, backed off on Saudi, more money. It's about winning for him. He talks of revenge. He took the number 14 shirt. He knows what that comes with. And even in his interviews, I think Arsenal could have done better with the questions, but every question was answered with goals. That's what he's about, and that's what we need. So Gyökeres, North London derby, again, that's a step up from this one, in my opinion. That's never a friendly. So he's coming into that. Hopefully starts, but I'd expect him to come off the bench. And when he does, hopefully gets a goal. And listen, game week 1 United, game week 3 Liverpool, game week 4 Newcastle, 6 City. We've got big games coming up. That's round the corner, 2.5 weeks away the season starts. Yeah. So hopefully he hits the ground running, acclimatizes. He's more than happy with the move. You can see that he pushed for the move. Berta's over the moon. Big move for Berta as well in his first summer window. Yeah. I can't wait to see him, man. And obviously see that celebration, not, just in pre-season, but at the Emirates especially, against the big boy teams in the league especially. So long may that continue, and hopefully he hits the ground running and bangs.
Okay, and before we go, you got to say a word for these fans over in Singapore. We've been out here for a week now. What have you? It's your first time in Singapore, I know. What have you made of it?
Mad. It's crazy. Listen, I know the numbers were down the other night, but it's a weekday, and the ticket prices. Like, come on, Arsenal. Like, what are you man doing? Like, you're giving like the people abroad a special chance to come see Arsenal. Lower the prices a little bit. Stop taking the piss. They're trying to just take the piss with everyone from London to America to Singapore, wherever they go. So stop taking the piss. Bring the prices down a little, and the stadium would have been packed like it was pretty much today. I know it was still some way short, but it's about ticket prices, because even when we're walking down the streets, walking through the mall, there's fans all over the gaff repping Arsenal every single day this week. So listen, Singapore, it's been mad. It's such a beautiful country. I'm going to be back, that's for sure. And on to Hong Kong next.